Hey, what's up, guys? St. R. Edwards back here again. Welcome to the Ski Channel, Swift Coding for everyone. So we're going to finish up lesson 2.4 and talk about references. All right, so one of the big differences in structs and classes is that classes are actually references. They reference basically the variable or the constant that you create in your app or in your program in Swift. It's basically a reference point when you talk about a class. All right, so it basically takes up uh, a spot in memory in whatever the user's device may be, iPhone, iPad, and it actually will point back to that reference. So if you create an instance of a class and you try to change something, just like we did with our struct, like we will copy an instance of a struct. If one person's name was Jane and her age was 23. Well, if we made a copy of that and it was a struct and we changed her age to 24, the copy's age will be 24, but Jane, the original instance will still be 23. Well, in the class, that's totally opposite. You make you will create an instance copy of it, and you try to make a change to it. It'll actually point back to that one reference, and it'll change that as well. So that's the difference. So structs are basically value types, and classes are reference types. They point to a reference. All right, and so we'll demonstrate that here in this lesson. So let's just create two. So what we do is we'll create one struct and we'll create one class. That's basically the same thing, just to demonstrate what I was talking about. And this will kind of let you know, when and where, to use a class or to use a struct as well. This may help you determine it. So we'll do struct, and we'll say person, and we'll give it name. And then we'll say var age will be an int. Nope, not int 8, just an int. And then we'll say init, and we'll say name is a string, and age will be an int. Let's say self.name equals name, and self.age equals age. All right, got that done. Now let's do the same thing for the class. So we'll say struct human, and we'll just say let name equal string. Again, I could just copy and paste, but I don't want to. You can if you want to. Init name is a string, and then age is an int, and then self dot name equals name, and self dot age equals age. All right, now let's create an instance of both. So we're going to create an instance of the person. We're going to create an instance of, well, both of them are struct, right? My bad, class. So we're going to do class for one of them, which we just did. All right. So we got class and a struct. Good, good. All right, so let's do one. So we'll say, var person 1 equals person. We'll give that person a name Jake, and we'll say age 15, and then we'll say person. We'll say var person 2 equals person 1. And then we'll say person 2 dot age equals 16. All right. And now we'll do the same thing for the class. Let me make some space here. So we'll say var human 1 will equals the human. And then we'll say Kate, she's 22. And let's say var human 2, they equal human 1. All right. And now let's try to just update human 2's age. So we'll say human 2 dot age equals, where we at? Equals 23. All right, and now we're going to print both of them, so you're going to see the difference. So just know that, you know, just like I said, so the struct, man, what is going on? So with the struct, is going to, you know, only be person 2's age that changed. You know, his age will be 16, and then person 1 will be 15. Okay, because it created a copy, and that copy has no bearing on the, you know, on the instance itself, the original instance itself. But in the class, it's the opposite. So we'll say print person 1.age first. We'll do that, and then we're going to print person 2 dot age. All right. So you're going to see it down below. So as you can see in the console, you know, the first person's age is 15, like we said, and then the second person's age is 16. Now down here in the class, let me just do this. Struct instance, and then this is the class instance. Down here, we're going to do the same thing. So we'll say human 1.age. And then we'll say print human 2.age. And you're going to notice that they're going to be the same thing. See, they're both 23. So we changed it, but they're both 23. All right, so that's just an example of structs being actual value types. They take on the value, you know, when you create a copy. But when you create a copy in a class, it's, you know, just references to the same, you know, to that one instance. All right, so just know that. All right, so that's it for this lesson, guys. Thank you for tuning in. St. R. Edwards here with the Ski channel, Swift Coding for everyone. You guys make sure you do the lab. Please do the lab. It's very important. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care.